Today's video is on the time I tried to kill myself. We're gonna have to rip out the Band-Aid. For anybody that's watching this, viewer discretion is advised. For anybody that's hearing this story for the first time from me, from friends, family, and all those types of things, everybody relax. Stop the panicking. I'm alive, I'm well, I'm grateful to be alive. My mental health is better than any more than before. I'm the Great Prophet. This is the Love Peace God channel. We love ourselves, we have peace within, we express our God energy. This is an educational video on what an NDE experience is. For those that don't know, near-death experience. So what a near-death experience happens is when someone is pushed to the brink of death where they have to make a decision if they want to stay in this reality. So when I killed myself, right, like 17 at the time, like 2019, right, I was in high school and going through a lot of things. I don't really want to get into the specifics of every single thing because I more so want to keep this an educational video on what an NDE is. But for shorts, what's very important to know, I went to a Christian school that has nothing to do with the teachers, that has nothing to do with that, but it's very important to the story, right? I go back to the school, say what's up to the teachers and all that type of stuff. Everything's cool. So don't think this had anything to do with them. Just the Christian aspect has a lot to do with the NDE experience, not necessarily the depressive episode experience. So like I used to have questions about like the faith. You know, it's kind of a tricky faith, right? Heaven or hell, damn. Burn eternal fire forever. If you don't believe in this, some people believe it. I don't. 8th grade to senior year, I really suffered from like depression and anxiety. And that's what people don't know, right? I'm playing basketball. There was times I would have panic attacks before games or stuff like that, right? And I'm still going out there and doing my thing, nigga. You can't guard me. You feel? You know shit. You can't guard me, nigga. I used to just go through a lot of things with the coach, teammates. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I know people are gonna be watching this video and I can kind of hear it already, but I promise you, anybody that has anything to do with me, from teammates to coaches, man, I love you. It's all good. I really move at a peaceful pace in my life. I don't hate you. None of that, right? So just keeping that clear, right? But I used to deal with a lot of hate from my coach and teammates, right? Maybe they weren't aware, and that's more so what you're gonna learn in life is that people aren't aware of how people treat each other, right? You know, I used to be considered a weird person in school. Now, to be very fair, I got my nails painted. It wasn't really about them being there hating on me in basketball sense, right? It was more so that basketball was my safe haven to kind of interact with everybody, right? Safe haven. So when that safe haven got taken away on the basketball court and I was dealing with hate from my school, not every classmate was an asshole, you know what I'm saying? People used to, I got people I talk to this day that I give them big hugs, you know what I'm saying, say I love you, you know what I'm saying, we text, we keep in touch and all that, right? But people used to send me like anonymous messages saying they hate me, wish I would die, all types of shit. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I had just signed D1, right? I had just signed D1 and I was still feeling that void because I still wasn't knowing how to navigate throughout the hate and all that type of stuff. So I remember I swallowed like at least like 100 pills, like at least, and that's no exaggeration. Like I'm talking about a whole bunch of Advil, anything in the cabinet, from oxycodone, from people, other family members' prescriptions. I'm just mixing a whole bunch. I don't got a manual on how to kill yourself. You know? This is now we're into the NDE experience, right? So you're going to have to let go of everything you know if you want to understand the story. So I pop out my body, right? And I was looking over my bed and it was my body. I'm looking at my body and I'm like, that's kind of interesting. Like, that's me. So at the time, I didn't know what astral projection was. Keep that in mind, right? So I'm floating around my whole house, right? And it's very like solidless. Is that the way? It's non-solid, right? So it's basically just a whole bunch of wavy things going around, right? And it's just color. And these are beautiful colors, like colors that can make you cry. I'm just basically flying around. And I go down to the kitchen. Huge light appears, right? You can't look at this light. The light's very bright. But it's so intelligent and so infinite that you can know what it's doing without looking at it. So basically, it was like, you're kind of here early. So, what do you mean I'm here early? And it was telling me, it was like, you just try to off yourself. I said, oh, I sure did. So it was like, well, let's talk about it. What happened? What's going on? You know, to paraphrase the conversation, asked me what I was going through, and I'm like, basketball, parents, people at school. I'm just trying to get out of here. You came here with a great perspective. Earthworm is a great challenge for souls that come here, so don't be discouraged. We love you regardless. There's no shame and all that. It's all love and all. For anybody that's wondering how long this is going, it was very infinite. It felt like 1 second. It also felt like a year talking to it, right? So it was just outside the pocket of space and time. And then it was like, well, it is your choice if you want to be here. Would you like to stay here or would you like to go? So I'm like, man, I'm out of here. I felt this painful cord. It was in the back. I'm giving you visualization. It was in my back. This is the same cord that pulls you back to your body, when your spirit guides pull you back to your body after your dreams, right? When this cord is severed, you are completely detached from your physical body. When you go to sleep, you pop out and you go into the astral realm when you have dreams and stuff like that, right? So everything in your dreams is very real. Keep that in mind. So as this cord is being detached from my body, this is the worst pain I've ever felt. No punch in the face. This isn't no turning your ankle. This isn't no car accident. This is the worst pain you could ever feel in your life. When the cord was being attached, and I'm like, oh, okay. Stop, right? I'm like, I'll stay here. So it was like, okay. It was like, okay. So I stayed here, obviously. It gave me another intimate talk, right? Basically gave me a prep talk on what to expect from here on out. One of the main things it says that things about this encounter will be revealed to you over time when you're ready, right? And I then threw up all the pills, and still in this astral body, colors still going on everywhere, still in this astral body, I threw up all the pills into the sink. And then after that, I woke up. So, what was that experience? One of the things that stood out to me about that whole experience was no questions about, is Jesus your savior? There was no questions about if you had more sins than you did good works, right? I became very spiritually liberated through a very unique and intimate experience with what I would categorize as that conversation with that light as source, right? From my NDE experience, it's like when I go back to school and I'm sitting there, oh, you gotta believe in this or go to hell, right? And I'm like, you got this shit is completely wrong, right? This shit is completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? From somebody who's actually experienced death. Throughout time, from that moment on, I started doing more research about what that experience was. And like the voice said, things will be revealed to me over time. So one of the things I revealed over time was I astral projected outside of my body, right? So that was one thing. Another thing I learned from that experience was about being a frequency holder to teach other people about life. All I'm doing is completely sharing my perspective in life because we all go through perspectives in life. The major thing I got from that experience was for anybody that has dealt with someone that has committed suicide, I have a friend that committed suicide. All I do know is this, right? Before they were on the brink of actually leaving, they were given a choice if they wanted to stay here or go. So that brought me comfort for individuals that I didn't know that committed suicide, because it's like, okay, they for real wanted to go, and there's really no guilt for me to them because it's like, I tried myself also, and I do know how life gets. And then another thing too, this version, this consciousness that's talking to you right now, I'm not from this reality. But I kept the same consciousness and I shifted universes. Ricky, if you like in the superhero movies and all that, you hear about multiverse and all that. So basically what happened was that body that committed, that body that swallowed those pills, body fried. Funeral happened and people mourning over me and all that. I'm probably a hashtag of somebody clout chasing bio about long live da, check on your peoples and all that bullshit, right? So that happened in that reality, right? But for me, when I made the decision to stay, I shifted into another universe where everything's the same, right? The only difference that would have been about that reality and this reality is just like to the minute detail of, you see how this is like this? It's been like, that part of the letter was gone, right? That's just how minute everything shifted, right? But I shifted into another version where I could have the same parents, same thing, same that, to continue this simulation game of life, right? But old body, fried, all that, right? Shifted my consciousness to this universe to continue getting the perspective, right? And more so a vessel that could hold everything that was communicated to me from that source. I appreciate you watching, appreciate you tuning again. For anybody that got conversations, if you had an NDE experience yourself, also let me know, comment, you know what I'm saying? Intend this video became great education to anybody seeing this. For anybody that's suicidal or depressed, you know, I really wouldn't recommend it. You know, I think life's worth living. Just keep living. Keep going through life and keep enjoying what you do. Keep loving yourself. Continue to love yourself. Life's going to be a continued journey about loving. Love, peace, God. Great Prophet, signing out.